Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here and to this little community here on YouTube. And if you're new here, my name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, and all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. This is a safe space, so if you're on a spiritual journey, if you're practicing witch, pagan, or regardless of what spiritual path you're on, this is a safe place that I've created to help those who are practicing witchcraft, or those who are on a pagan journey or a spiritual journey, or if you and just to share my knowledge with you, my thoughts and ideas. But today I'm going to talk about signs that you're wasting your life. Now, I believe spiritually that we live many lives through reincarnation. We do live many lives through reincarnation. But in a sense, you only do have one life. For example, in this life, I am Nicholas. I have certain strengths, I have certain flaws and weaknesses, likes, dislikes, a unique personality. And the person I am, I can only ever be this person once. There's a part of my soul, when I die, there's a part of my soul that will live on in the spirit world, and it will be united with my loved ones. But there's a part of me what is known as the higher self, and that part of me will be reborn again and have a new life, a whole new family, new experience of life. And I'll become a new person, have a new life experience to learn new lessons, because that is the meaning of life, essentially, to learn lessons. And in each life, as we live many lives through reincarnation, we live many lives, and we learn many lessons for each lifetime. And there's a part of our soul, like that fate does not just await me when we die. Part of our soul will always live on in the spirit world, and part with our loved ones, and part of our soul will be reborn again. But in a sense, we only have one life. Like this person I can only be this person once. And right now I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And that we all are. Each and every one of you watching, everyone in the world, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So we can only experience the emotions, the feelings, and what it's like to be human once. But I'm going to talk about things what we can do to live our life to the full. But these are signs that you're wasting your life, you're not in a good place in your life. But again, these signs may resonate with you. They may resonate with a friend, and if you think this video could help a friend or relative, share this video with them. But these are some of the signs to look out for, because our intuition, like in life, there's no right or wrong. In life, when it comes to how you live your life, it's up to you how you want to live your life, and there's no essentially right or wrong way to live one's life. But I do think there's signs that indicate that you're not living a good life, and there's signs to show that you're wasting your life, and I think these are just some signs that may resonate with any of you watching, or a good friend, And again, you might be watching this and you might think, Nicholas, see these signs what you're saying, there was a time where everything on that list resonated with me, but I'm in a better place now, but I do love myself, but I've changed my life around. Okay, and I'm glad to hear it. But these are some of the signs that may help a friend or relative. So sign number 1 on this list, because I've wrote all these things down, is you hate yourself. Now, when we hate ourselves, we are wasting our lives. When we hate ourselves, we're spending too much time thinking, do I look good enough? So we're too focused on how we look. We feel we need to look a certain way. We're too busy comparing ourselves to other people. We're jealous and envious of others. You could be a good person, have a good personality, but self-hatred manifests itself in different ways, and self-hatred robs you of living a really good life, because a lot of people, spiritually speaking, light attracts light. Now, you could be lucky, you might not love yourself, you might fancy someone, and that person turns out to be right for you, and they're a good partner. you might be lucky, but more often not, 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, because you don't love yourself, you attract abusive and negative partners. And then because you don't have self-esteem, because if you love yourself, you've got self-esteem, you've got good self-esteem. But if you don't love yourself, you're a target for toxic people, toxic boyfriends, bullies. You'll even attract fake friends because you don't love yourself. You're easy to prey on. You're easy for people to take advantage of, because when you don't love yourself, you'll try and please everyone, and you'll say yes when really you want to say no. And then there's things that you love and enjoy where you should be saying no to doing things you don't want to do, and you should be saying yes to the things you love and enjoy. But when you hate yourself, it robs you. I'm lucky because I didn't always love myself, and I'm lucky but I've learnt spirituality, self-love from a young age, but I've learnt these things from a young age. I'm lucky that way. But you're never too late to learn spirituality or self-love, but the quicker you learn to love yourself, the better. And self-love is not believing you're better or lesser than anyone else. It's just realising that you have a wonderful personality, and it's about knowing yourself and accepting yourself and being kind and gentle with yourself. And self-love will change your life for the better. When you love yourself, you also care about your health. But sign number 2, what you're wasting your life, is you neglect your health. So you're neglecting your mental health, you're neglecting your emotional health, and also you're not eating properly, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not exercising. Your health means diddly squat to you. When you don't love yourself and then you're not in a good place in your life, your health does not matter to you, and you're not in a good place, so your health doesn't matter to you. And that's a sign that you're not in a good place, because your health is your wealth. In life, for example, there's an old saying, in life a lot of people support football teams. People have their favourite football team. There's nothing wrong with that, per se, that if that's done in a healthy way, there's nothing wrong with that. But, there's an old saying it's a joke that my sister came up with, what I loved. I support my legs and they support me, and that goes into health. Again, you should support our body, because our body looks after us. And if you're not good up here, you're not good emotionally, physically, you've got nothing. Your health is your wealth, and we should all be taking good care of our health. But when you learn to love yourself, you're in a good place in your life. You value your health, because your health is everything. And, you can remain healthy throughout your life. Number 3 is you have an addiction or bad habits. So the first sign that you're wasting your life is you have an addiction or bad habit. Now, addictions stem from pain. A lot of people, they don't love themselves, they've got an emptiness, a void inside. They're trying to fill that emptiness, that void, and their heart with, be it alcohol, be it drugs, be it food. There's all types of addictions. But an addiction starts out as a choice. It's something you start as a choice. You like it, you desire it, and then you can't say no to it. Now, none of us like the idea of being in a prison or going to jail. None of us like that idea. But when you've got an addiction, you've got dark shadow following you day in, day out. You've got a big chain on you, and this chain's on your mind, it's on your heart. You've got a chain in your life when you've got an addiction, and the chains are pulling you. You can't enjoy your life, you can't spend time with the people you love, because your addiction always comes first, and your addiction is constantly pulling you. And it's not a good place to be in, and it's a waste of, because that addiction's going to destroy your health in lots of ways, and that addiction is going to destroy your life in lots of ways. And having an addiction or bad habit is a waste of life. But you can have an addiction or bad habit. That's where you could be right now, but you can always change it around. But it's easier said than done. Changing your life, living a good, happy, fulfilled life is hard. And changing your life is hard. But nothing worthwhile in life is easy, because if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Number 4, the fourth sign what you're wasting your life, and I resonate with this because I used to do it, is trying to make everyone like you. And I understand that as human beings, we're packed animals. We want to get on with everyone. We want to be part of the crowd. None of us want to be an outsider. None of us want to be excluded. None of us. We don't want that. But at the end of the day, when you learn to wake up spiritually, when you love yourself, you become wise, you understand. When not everyone's going to like you and you're not going to like everyone. Just like oil and water don't mix, you're the water. Some people in life are oil, they're not going to mix well with you. And also in life, everything's energy. We're not just human beings, we're spiritual beings. When people come into the room, they've got a certain energy about them, and you can feel it in your heart, your soul, your gut. That's why when you first meet someone, they could be as nice as roses to you, but you immediately don't like them. They could be very nice to you, very kind, but your body's telling you this person is not what they claim to be. And that strong feeling you get down your gut, your intuition, because it's not just a gut feeling, it goes deeper than that. Your body's trying to tell your psychic abilities, your intuition is saying this person is not what they claim, they're not for you. So, and it's a waste of time, because you're not going to like everyone, and not everyone's going to like you, so that's a waste of your life. It's just understanding in life, finding your circle, your bubble. There's some people that are your tribe in life, that are meant for you. You got on with them well, they got on with you, and those are the people you want to stay with. There's people in life but you can maybe say hello and cheerio to, but they're not for you. They're not for you, and you can either say nothing to them or hello and cheerio, but they're not for you. They're not your friends, they're not people you want to be around, because you're not going to like everyone, and not everyone in your life is good for you. And it's a waste of time trying to please everyone, because you can't please everyone. Number 5 is putting your life in the hands of others. There's lots of ways we do this. Now, yes, it's good if you're not in a good place in life to get to see a doctor or a therapist, but ultimately the doctor's not fixing your life. The therapist's not fixing your life. A doctor or therapist are just giving you tools to help yourself, because only you can save yourself. Only you can redeem yourself. No one else can do the work for you. Even as I work with Goddess Hecate a lot, and Goddess Hecate encourages us to reach our full potential, I can pray to Goddess Hecate until the cows go home, and Hecate can give me advice, guidance, but if I don't follow that advice and guidance which gives me, then it's not going to go anywhere. So God's spirits, they help you by giving you advice and guidance, because they don't redeem you or save you, they help you, and it's good to work with them, and they help you in so many ways. Your spirit guides help you in so many ways, but you have to listen to the guidance when you're giving it, and pay attention to the signs as well. Number 6, but you're wasting your time and energy and wasting your life, is getting into arguments or fights. Now, there's lots of ways we can avoid that, right? It's important in life to share your beliefs, not force your beliefs on others, but share your beliefs with your friends, family. Share your beliefs with the world, but in a healthy way. Share your beliefs and what you think, what you believe. Speak your truth, but at the end of the day, your truth is not going to be everyone's truth. So sometimes you're going to have opinions, like for example, if a Christian and me met, a Christian believes in heaven, they believe in limbo, they believe in hell, they believe in the devil. Okay, that is all well and good, that's what you believe. And I'm not going to sit there with a Christian and try and convince them what they believe is wrong, because that's not right, that's what they believe. And I'm not going to force my beliefs on that individual. I'll have a discussion about what I believe and listen to what they believe, but I know we're not going to see eye to eye completely. That's why you've got to practice the art of agree to disagree. Because in life, not everyone's going to... You don't call someone... Like, for example, in this country, when it was the Scottish independence referendum, right, a lot of people wanted Scotland to be independent, a lot of people didn't. Now, when I was young, I was very into politics, I was very into political things, and I didn't practice this very well, agree to disagree, because there was one person that really wanted Scotland to be independent. I got into debate with them, and I said, but though I never said she, but I sort of did say her, because she wanted Scotland to be independent. So what I said sort of did affect her as well. I said those who want Scotland to be independent are idiots. That was my opinion, but it was an unhealthy opinion. And I realise now that those who want Scotland to be independent, I respect their opinion, but I have a different opinion. I just don't see things the way those individuals are. And it's so important in life to agree to disagree, where have a debate, speak your truth, have a discussion, but at the end of the day, you have to call it a day and say, right, because sometimes in life, people have got their beliefs, their ideas, and you can't change others. You can change yourself, but you can never change others. And people might change their thoughts or beliefs in their own time, and you should allow them to do so. So rather than get into a big heated argument, it's just important to agree to disagree, and disagree with someone very respectfully by saying, I see how you see things, but I don't see things that way. But I acknowledge how you see them. So it's so important to avoid arguments. And sometimes in life it can be hard, because sometimes people might call you names, and they might get you so angry, so wild up, but you want to batter them. And I understand that, because I used to care a lot about what other people thought about me, and I've learned not to care about what other people thought, and it was hard. But, you know, it's so important not to get into arguments or fights. There's a time in life where maybe you need to defend yourself, that's different. But if you can avoid it, it's best not to get into arguments or fights. Even a debate can become an argument. So sometimes when you've just got to agree to disagree, it saves you a lot of time and stress, because not everyone's going to see things the way you do. Number 7. Right. So the 7th sign what you're wasting your life is caring about what other people think of you. That is a waste of your life, because if we all cared about, it's none of your business. That's something I've learned, something that's helped me in my journey. It's none of my business what other people think about me, because I know, but because I'm in the public eye, people are talking about me every single day, but some people are saying nice things, some people are negative, but whether it's nice or negative, it doesn't sway me either way. And you've got to be true to yourself, because a lot of people in life also talk about you behind your back. So it's so important not to care what other people think of you. Let them talk, they're leaving someone else alone. Because if you're talking about other people, gossiping about other people, that's also a waste of time and energy. But it's a waste of time and energy, because if we all stopped and thought about what everyone, if we all cared about what everyone thought about us, we would never do anything. We'd all sleep in our bed, and then we wouldn't even sleep in our bed, because some people would think we were lazy. So you can't live your life caring what other people think, because that's just a waste of life and a waste of time and energy. The 8th sign what you're wasting your life is comparing yourself to others. Now, we can take inspiration from other people, like you can have role models, you can take inspiration from other people, but you should never try and copy what someone else thinks. You shouldn't think the way someone else does. You shouldn't copy what someone else thinks. You might agree with some of the things someone says, you might agree with some of their viewpoints, but when you try and compare yourself to other people, you're jealous of other people, and that's not healthy. You know, that's because your original can never be replaced. Each and every one of us are unique, original, and we should just celebrate our uniqueness and our unique qualities and gifts. And we are not a copy, and there's no one else like us, and there never will be anyone like us. So we shouldn't compare our lives to other people. And we should always be grateful for what we have, because someone else's life might look all shiny and glittery, but behind the scenes, behind the curtain, that person's life is not as rosy or as glittery as it may look on Facebook or social media, or even in real life. People can make their life look glamorous and beautiful, and maybe their life has got some beauty in it, some glamour. We've all got our good moments in life, but no one's life, and your life can be beautiful, but no one's life's perfect, and everyone's got horrors in their life as well. So it's a waste of time and a waste of your life to compare yourself to anyone else. The best person you could compare yourself to is maybe the person you are right now, to be even better than the person you are right now, and constantly work on yourself, constantly grow, and never compare yourself to anyone else. Number 9, and being jealous of others. Again, being jealous of other people is a waste of time. When we start comparing yourself to other people, like you may be a woman watch this, you may be a man, but you may go, oh, I wish my hair looked like that, or I wish my eyes or my face looked that. But why do you feel insecure about the way your nose is, or the way you when you were 4 years old, you didn't give a damn what your face looked like. You never thought you were ugly. Half of the thoughts we've got are not our own thoughts. And that's why we compare ourselves to other people, because society tells us if we're a woman or we're a man, or we fit into those boxes. I do identify as a man, but I do get some people don't identify with that, that they may identify as something else. That is fine. But again, it's being jealous of other people is a waste of your life, because while you're looking at someone on Facebook, social media, whatever form of social media is, while you're looking at their life, what looks so glamorous and glittery and rosy, behind the scenes, behind the curtain, it's not all that glamorous and glossy, because that person's life has beauty in it, but you can also create beauty in your life, and there's times in your life where you've had beauty in your life, but no one's life's perfect. And that's why when we're jealous of other people, we're not grateful for what we've got. So being grateful for what you've got removes that jealousy, and jealousy is never a good thing. And jealousy is a sin. It's one of the 7 deadly sins, because the reason why I would say it's a sin is because it causes harm to you, and it can cause harm to others. Number 10, you're not able to enjoy the present moment. Now, I wouldn't say that's a big sign, but it is a sign, because you may have an addiction, you may be so focused looking on the past, what you're living in the past, you may be so focused in the future, but you can't see the here and now, because the best time to change your life is now, not tomorrow, not a few years. And even if you've got a dream, the best time to act in that dream is now, because tomorrow's not promised. We hope it comes, but it's important to enjoy each day as it comes, because if you're sitting in a coffee shop with your friend, having a lovely conversation together, and that's a good friend or a family member, that might be the last coffee you ever have. You could die in your sleep the next day. That's why tomorrow's not promised. Most of us will see tomorrow, but it's so important to enjoy the present moment. It's not a big sign, it's not a big red flag. I would say everything else on the list, everything up to 9, like being jealous, is big red flags, but you're wasting your life. But I would say, when you're not able to enjoy the present moment, that's a sign that you're wasting your life, because this moment, whatever moment it may be, if that's reading a book, if you're reading a book you enjoy by yourself, drinking a cup of tea, enjoying your own company, that is a moment to yourself. You're never going to get that moment back again. So it's important to enjoy. If you spend time with a friend, you might say, I'll see you next week, or I'll see you tomorrow. But tomorrow or next week are not promised. You might not even be there next week. So that's why it's so important to take it, enjoy every moment that comes in life, and make the most of every moment. And number 11, but I wouldn't say this is a big sign, but it can be, what your life is unbalanced. And that could mean what, your life's unbalanced in the sense you're not in a good place mentally, you're not in a good place emotionally, most nights you're probably partying, drinking, you're going to other people's houses, you hardly come back to your own house to sleep, so you're not getting up at a certain time every day, and you're not going to bed at night every day, and you've not got a steady routine, so your life's all over the ship, it's chaos. And I think that's a big sign. When we say balance is going to look different to different people, but when your life's unbalanced and your life is full of chaos, and it may be chaos you've created because of certain choices, certain paths you've made, when your life is chaos, that is a big sign that you're wasting your life, you're not in a good place. So these are 11 signs, but 11 signs, but maybe you're in a dark place right now. Maybe you're watching this and you're saying, those signs resonate with me because I was once in those, I was doing those bad habits or bad things, but now I'm in a better place in my life. Maybe you're still stuck in that place, or maybe you've got a good friend who this video may benefit. But these are all signs what you're wasting your life, you're not in a good place in your life, and the way we change your life, you acknowledge, do I have anything holding me back? Do I have any bad thoughts, any bad habits? That's how you change them, by acknowledging there's problems. Once you don't acknowledge your problems, your bad habits, then it's time to take action and let go of them and change your life about. Self-love is not a miracle cure, it's something you have to work on. It's a long life journey. But when you learn to love yourself and respect yourself, be kind to yourself and accept yourself, your life is going to change for the better, and you're going to live a very fulfilling life. Because we only really get one life. We should make the most of every day that comes, and that's why with our friends, our family, we should make the most of that day we have for them, because we don't know if that's going to be our last day. And my message in this video is, these are the signs that you're wasting your life, your time, your energy. Make the most of life. And I'll talk about in another video the signs that show you that you're living a well-lived life. But we should all live a life to the full, because in a sense we only get one life, and we should live that life to the fullest and live the healthiest, happiest, most fulfilling life we can. Until next time, stay safe, stay magical and witchy. Blessed be.